Good morning and welcome to the University of Southern Mississippi's Spring 2021 commencement for the baccalaureate grad degree. Sorry, let me start over. Welcome to the University of Southern Mississippi's Spring 2021 commencement ceremony for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences. I got it right that time. I'm Rodney Bennett, President of the University of Southern Mississippi. Please remain standing for the presentation of our colors presented this morning by our Army ROTC Color Guard and the performance of our national anthem led by Mr. Justin Edward Bell.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Commencements at the University of Southern Mississippi are wonderful occasions as we acknowledge the achievements of our students and recognize the contributions that family, friends, and the USM faculty and staff have made towards their education. For those of you who are joining us in person, thank you for being here. And for those of you who are viewing today's ceremony online, thank you for being a part of this very special occasion for our graduates. I would like to extend a special welcome and thanks to each individual who has supported our graduates for entrusting the education of your loved ones to the University of Southern Mississippi. It has indeed been our privilege to have assisted them in getting to this very important day. Students, please join me in thanking your family and loved ones for their support. The past year has certainly changed so many things about our world, but it has also helped remind us of the important moments like this one, moments where we can celebrate a milestone and create a memory to cherish for years to come. I would like to extend a special welcome and acknowledgement to each graduate from our Spring 2020, Summer 2020, or Fall 2020 class who is participating this morning. Although we were unable to host commencement ceremonies last year, I am so pleased that you were able to return to what is now your alma mater to commemorate this special milestone. If you completed your degree in the year 2020, please stand if you are able to do so. Thank you. You may be seated. I would also like to welcome each of our Spring 21 degree candidates. As you conclude your course of study here at the University of Southern Mississippi and prepare to go out into the world, I am so pleased that you chose to participate in our in-person ceremony this year. Although we're here to confer undergraduate degrees, I'd like to just plant a seed with you towards graduate education. Graduate education is a critical part of our institutional mission. As such, I'd like to acknowledge the university's newest graduate degree holders. In the past year, more than 220 doctoral students and more than 950 specialist and master's students completed advanced degrees from our institution. Their degrees were conferred on Wednesday. It is my hope that many of you will one day join their ranks by pursuing advanced study here at the University of Southern Mississippi. For those of you who are already enrolled in our graduate programs, I look forward to seeing you walk across this very stage for a second time with your master's degree, and perhaps even a third time for your PhD as you continue to grow what is sure to be a promising career. I would now like to take a moment to thank our faculty and staff for their hard work to continue educating students in a year like no other. I know that many of them are watching the ceremony online in support of our graduates. And so I'd like to pause here so that our graduating class might express their deep appreciation for the contributions our faculty and staff have made towards their successes. With a round of applause, please. Military service to our country is among the highest forms of patriotism and selflessness. I now invite all graduating students and members of the audience who are veterans, active military or reservists, or newly commissioned officers to please stand if you are able to do so. On behalf of the University of Southern Mississippi, we thank you for your service, past, present, and future. I would now like to introduce members of the platform party who will not be presented later in the ceremony. I would ask you to please hold your applause, and if each individual would stand and remain standing. First, to my immediate right, providing sign interpretation for today's ceremony, is Ms. Margot Buisson. Our commencement Grand Marshal is Dr. Elian Eliev. Mr. Lucas Williams, President of the Student Government Association. Mr. Gavin Rustin, representing the Graduate Student Senate. And our ceremonial readers, Dr. Catherine Anthony and Dr. Colin McKenzie. Please help me in thanking these individuals for being here this morning. You may be seated. It gives me great pleasure this morning to introduce to the podium the Executive Director of the Southern Miss Alumni Association, Mr. Jerry DeFatta.
Good morning, and congratulations to each of you. On behalf of the Southern Miss Alumni Association, welcome to the club. You are now all part of an ever-growing group of more than 130,000 proud Southern Miss alumni scattered throughout the world. As graduates of the University of Southern Mississippi, I want to encourage all of you to join our Alumni Association. And I don't mean just to join, we need you to be active. We need you to help us recruit the next generation of Southern Miss students, to get connected with your local alumni group and serve your community on behalf of Southern Miss. Let us know about the important things going on in your life, and we'll keep you informed about what's taking place here at your university. The Southern Miss community is your family, and each of you can make a difference in the life of Southern Miss. I'd also like to take a moment this morning to recognize our legacy families, which include graduating students with at least one parent who is a Southern Miss graduate. If our alumni parents and their graduating students will please stand so that you may be recognized. We are delighted to see so many alumni parents in the crowd, and we're even more grateful that your student chose to continue the Southern Miss legacy. Again, congratulations to you all as graduates of the University of Southern Mississippi. And as we say, Southern Miss, thank you.
Thank you, Jerry. Before we begin the conferral of the degrees, I'd like to acknowledge that the University of Southern Mississippi will soon honor Mr. Lawrence W. Warren, President and Chief Executive Officer of Warren Paving, Incorporated, with a Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. I encourage you to refer to page 115 in your commencement program to learn more about Mr. Warren and his exceptional contributions to the greater Pine Belt community and to the University of Southern Mississippi. I would also like to acknowledge a student athlete who could not attend today's ceremony because he is preparing for a game as part of our Golden Eagle baseball team. And that graduating student is Cody Michael Carroll. We extend special congratulations to him on his successes as a well-rounded student athlete, and we appreciate the sacrifice he is making in missing today's ceremony. Just a quick word to our graduates as we begin to have you walk across the stage. I'd like to encourage you graduates to consider using the hand sanitizer that we provided at your seat before and after you walk across the stage. As your section is asked to line up, I'll ask you to govern yourself accordingly with regard to spacing for the person in front of you and behind you. And I'd like to ask you to continue to wear your face covering while you're in the line and when you hand your name card to the reader as you enter the ramp. As you reach the top of the ramp and prepare to cross the stage when your name is called, you may choose to remove your face covering while you cross the stage for photographic purposes. For those of you that choose to remove your face covering while on stage, when you get to me, I have been fully vaccinated and do not intend to spread any disease to anybody, so we're going to be good. I will not be shaking hands today, but if you'd like to extend your fist for a fist bump or an elbow for an elbow bump, this is my sixth commencement, so sometimes I get the elbow and the fist a little mixed up, but we'll just push through and it'll all be okay at the end of the day. In lieu of shaking hands, however, I am excited to share that I will be presenting each of you with a special keepsake gift, a commemorative letter opener that you can now see on the screen with the University of Southern Mississippi embossed on the handle. It is my hope that each of you will keep this as a memento of all the possibilities that are now open to you as a graduate of this great institution, the University of Southern Mississippi. And so now for the main event. At this time, I will ask our Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Stephen R. Mosier, to come forward for the conferral of degrees.
Good morning. I will now ask the deans to present their graduates and candidates for the baccalaureate degree. Dr. Ellen Weinauer, Dean of the Honors College.
Would all students who previously graduated or are graduating this morning from the Honors College please stand? Provost, excellent. Provost Mosier, as signified by the medallions they are wearing, these students have graduated or are graduating with Latin honors. Each one of them has completed a rigorous program of study that includes unique honors coursework, a comprehensive examination in their major, and an honors research thesis. Students' individual Latin designations are indicated in the commencement program and are reflective of each student's cumulative GPA. While their degrees are awarded by the college of their major, I am proud to present them to you, and I ask the audience to recognize them for their achievements with another round of applause. Students, you may be seated. Now I would like to ask Selma Marie Newbill to stand and remain standing. Selma has the distinction of carrying the presidential banner today because she has earned the highest GPA on the most USM hours of any student in this ceremony graduating from the Honors College. Selma, a double major in political science and English from Carrier, Mississippi, represents the highest standards of both the Honors College and the University of Southern Mississippi. Please recognize her and the excellence she represents with your applause. Congratulations, Selma. You may be seated.
Dr. Chris Winstead, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the graduates who completed the baccalaureate degree in the spring of 2020 please rise and remain standing? Provost Mosier, these graduates were previously approved for graduation by the faculty in the College of Arts and Sciences, and their degrees would have been conferred in May of 2020. Graduates, you may be seated. Now, will the graduates who completed the baccalaureate degree in the summer or fall of 2020 please rise and remain standing? Provost Mosier, these graduates were previously approved for graduation by the faculty in the College of Arts and Sciences, and their degrees would have been conferred in December of 2020. Graduates, you may be seated. Now will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree for the spring 2021 semester please rise and remain standing? Provost Mosier, these candidates have been approved for graduation by the faculty in the College of Arts and Sciences. They are ready to have their degrees conferred, pending completion of all degree requirements. Candidates, you may be seated.
Will all the graduates and candidates for the baccalaureate degree please stand? President Bennett, these graduates and candidates have been approved for graduation by their dean and faculty, and I recommend that you confer their degrees.
Provost Mosier, on your recommendation, with the approval of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me as president of the University of Southern Mississippi, and pending completion of any remaining degree requirements, I confer upon these graduates and candidates their respective baccalaureate degree with all of the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates.
Will the graduates and candidates for the baccalaureate degree please come forward and receive your diplomas?
The following graduates completed the baccalaureate degree in the spring of 2020. Monica E. Reno. Jackson Lauren Jones, summa cum laude. Mary Leanne Womack, honors. Keyshawn Ladarius Kennedy. Talia Coleman. Justice D. Gamage. Alexandria Blair Moore. Stefan Dirquan Green. Jalen Key Alexander Husband. Victoria Brown. Danielle L. Smith, honors. Peyton Rajon Stubbs, honors. Carly Dallas Barnhill. Ty Dalton Treherne. Rachel Lindsay Ross, honors. Geraldine Amelia Servos, highest honors. Sarah Hazel Lejeune. Janiyah Monet Barnett. Jasmine Raquel Anderson. Alicia Nicole Lewis. Jayla L. Graham. Jane Williamson Jones. Timothy Elton Buchanan, summa cum laude. Deborah Ann Miller. Tashira Chambray Rankin. Tyja Shatori Richardson. The following graduates completed the baccalaureate degree in the summer of 2020. Barbara Ann Graves. Shakira Deshawn Kyler. Aikisha Marshall Green. Holden Drew Carroll. Darius Marquez Thomas. Terilyn Ladane Griffith. The following graduates completed the baccalaureate degree in the fall of 2020. Tydasia Chanel Coleman. Caitlin Mignon Ducksworth. Reginae Seasons Joseph. Eric Ramsey Thrasher, highest honors. Carissa Alexandra Bilbo. Nadia Rashida Moore. DeMonte D. Bolden, honors. Aaliyah Shante Spites. Corey Hosh, magna cum laude. Dallas Chandler Taylor. Rafonso Eugene Cannon, honors. Jessica Danielle Davis. Valeria Len Bell. Corey Len Dean. Myra Grace Breland. Elena Lauren Neckles. Nicholas Isaiah Dawson. Jacob Scott Mitchell. Asia Brooke Montgomery. Florence James. Faith A. Sinclair. Chelsea Danielle Davis. Megan Elizabeth Clark. Taylor Margaret Lucian. DeLawrence L. Collins. Erin Cecilia Vanderheiden. Marlena Wright. Joseph Aaron Cornelius. Matthew Joseph Pugh. Ashley Latrice Carr Wells. Trevante McGee, honors. Sasha Gentry. Claire Ann Gray. Michael Grayson Main. Lauren Ashley Rosawise. Demetrius Quinton Mendez. Taryn Thomas Lambert. Erica Williams. Blanda Nicole Wilson. Cedric Durrell Beeman. John Robert Raywalt Jr., honors. Desiree Monique Jackson. Alexis Danielle Walton. Carly Elaine Resmondo. Callie Ramsey Cook, honors. Nakia Zane Youngblood, honors. Alan Trevette Henderson. Blair Parker Ballou. Sarah Elizabeth Madeline Polly, summa cum laude. Kalia Michelle Clyde. Erica Janae Sullivan. Cecile Yasmin Henriquez Rios, honors. Rachel Lauren Riles, highest honors. Wesley Clay Rogers, honors. Juan Miguel Jeronimo Correa Ruiz, honors. Ana Ruth Cortez Ariasa. Kenneth Adam Green. Rebecca Michelle Reed. Patrick Peerboom. Wendy Cole Smith. Preston Alexander Cox. Marina Teresa Rodriguez Oyuela, honors. Lilia Noemi Rodriguez Leyva, honors. Casey Jeffcoat. Brooklyn C. Jones. Tyler K. Chandler. Marquise Shantez Roberts. Moses Lorenzo Williams. The following candidates will complete the baccalaureate degree in the spring of 2021. Nia Cordell Dunn. Valerie Boken. Jessica D. Spates, honors. Dylan W. Ragland, honors. Christian Pryor, honors. Dianca Duncan. Lovita McKnight. Brian Scott Winters. Cooper Curry. Anton Isaac Martin, honors. Robert Larry McGee. Jarquez Marquis Watson. Candace Alexandra Floyd. Daniel Ray McAllister Jr., highest honors. Rachel Elizabeth Dunn. Bridget Eileen Strange. Hannah Elizabeth Sawyer, magna cum laude. Joshua Laniel Williams. Rebecca Reed, honors. Alec Deshawn Chandler. Trina M. Kelly. Robert Matthew Parrish, Madeline Case, summa cum laude. Miranda Faith Jarrow. Amira Norella Wallace. Nancy Michaela Claypool. Jadelia Adriana Ely. Kyla A. Logan. Selma Marie Newbill, summa cum laude. Crystal Lynette Lewis. Mallory King Shemwell, honors. Christopher Rennell King Sr. Chloe Elaine Jackson, magna cum laude. Kendra D. Lee. Jordan Blake Presley. Austin Nash Boone, honors. Marlo Jamarian Hardy. Dakota Kene Taisha Harris, honors. Ian McCrae Stewart, magna cum laude. Gavin W. Wallace, magna cum laude. Caitlin Christine Craig. Sivalia Simone Brown. Viry Jamarquez Parker. Thomas Lee, honors. Peyton E. Turnage, honors. Kennedy Marie Driggers. Desiree Winninger. Isabel Alejandra Loya, highest honors. Joseph Earl Gerald. Ryan Catherine Jones. Skylar May Bishop. Caleb Michael Gidry. Morgan Elizabeth Green, honors. Travis John Cumbest, honors. Victoria Hope Johnson. Brandon Curtis Davis, honors. Jessica Helen Dunn, summa cum laude. Esmeralda Peniagua, honors. Terriandra Agenay Ferguson, honors. Brandon Patrick Rodriguez. Sarah Ann Rodriguez, honors. Charles Nathan White II, highest honors. Jalen Williams. Jellica Jenkins. Hadley Voss. Justin Wally. Shiley Manendar, summa cum laude. Angelica Noel Fikes. Kama Rose Kane, honors. Tavares O'Neill McGlawn. Destiny Janika Jones. Brianna Treshelle Gary. Britton Weeks. Maya N. Morris. Allison Nicole Brister. Honors. Avery Lee Mazer. Brady Chaz Bolaware, highest honors. Harrison Lee Hadaway. Anthony Brown, honors.
Alia Scott. Imani Carter. Kason S. Miles, magna cum laude. Carrie Elizabeth Sullivan, highest honors. Renata Kristen Lafargue. Molly Elizabeth Mitchell, highest honors. Tyler Mason Lopasser, honors. Abigail Lee Douglas, highest honors. Olivia Marie LeBlanc, highest honors. Madison B. Chatham. Jeremy Duran Harrison. Azure Davis. Ayana Dominique Coleman, honors. Passion Hinnant. Grace Victoria Colbo, honors. Miracle Linshay Baker. William Watkins Veazey, honors. Lainey Michelle Leach, highest honors. Anna Richardson, summa cum laude. Ariana Estella Poole, honors. Hayden Bell Nowell. Jeremy Lee Stogner. Ashley Lynn Yell. Mary Farrell Hitchcock, highest honors. Kara Lynn Lowe, honors. Lena Marie Kinder, highest honors. Micah J. Graves, highest honors. Savannah Rankins. Landon Marquell Jackson, honors. Ashley Nicole Berry. Tanner James Hawthorne. Ricky Thomas Clopton III. Terrian Lushannon Dora. Jonathan Kahn, highest honors. Michael Edward Pascarella, honors. Montana Michael Bouquois, honors. Justin Tyler Davis, highest honors. Sydney J. Madison, honors. Jamarcus Wilder. Megan D. Flynn. Servina Lashal Baker. Caitlin S. Moore. Courtney J. Cuevas, highest honors. John Morton Watson. Kimberly Lynn Haynes. Evelyn Jane Williams. Mary Preston Evers. Lakesia Fuqua. Mary Helen Cecilia Sherman. Maggie Michelle Newport, summa cum laude. Helen Marie Green, summa cum laude. Terrany Danae Brent. Shane Jenkins Barnes. Brittany K. Willard. Jonica Thompson. Kasia Jayarbra D. Honors. Kendall Marie Spurlock. Maggie Elizabeth Smith, highest honors. Bernardo Ariel Buccelli Carrion, honors. Camila Estefania Salas Narvaez, honors. Trey Maurice Johnson. Brandon Doyle. Connor Crosby. Bobby Shanae Taylor. Earl C. Stoudemire, highest honors. Connor Kennedy Livingston. James Caleb Ford. Hannah Ruth O'Neill, summa cum laude. Erin Claire Freeman. Cammie Nicole Ramsey, honors. Kyle Anthony Martin. Rachel Ellen Shoemaker, honors. Anna Grace Finney Meeks, highest honors. Hadley Ann Howell, highest honors. Whitley Wynn Howell, summa cum laude. Julia Elaine Bishop, summa cum laude. Michael Isaiah Williams, honors. Alec Joel Blaylock, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Hamilton, summa cum laude. Brindy N. Jordan. Emily Nicole Keys. Florencia Antonella Cozza. Sonia Denise Mitchell. Elizabeth G. Trattles. Allison Grace Hodges. Jessica Grace King. Caitlin Shea Skinner. Rebecca Lusan Davi, highest honors. Aaron N. Lett. Devin Booth. Madeline J. Payne, honors. Madison Carr Copeland, honors. Austin Kenneth Boudreau, summa cum laude. Madison Colbert. Anna Carson Tyner, summa cum laude. Jillian Diane Williford, highest honors. Candace Wordsworth. Paris Blancheller Watts, honors. Margaret Jewel Pope, highest honors. Savannah Lee Imes, honors. Catherine Darcy Pride. Grace Danielle Sanders. Samuel Paul Basham. Irie Lee Catchings III. Malia Tatiana Otis. Karen Brianna Champion. Jameson Jaquan Marquez Watson. Samantha Lee Wynn, honors. Michael Connor Smith, honors. Allison N. Wise. Jesse Michael Brown. Jacob Lackner. Cameron Travis Hawkins, honors. Timothy David Hopkins. L'Oreal Tanisha Acosta. Carly Michelle Keene. Lauren Grace Bash. Ryan Austin Perry. Katie Nicole Newsom, honors. Jamie Renee Messa. Virginia A. Presley, magna cum laude. Jade Riley Long. Haley Williams, highest honors. Tyler Jackson. Thomas Noble Morton. Paul L. Gaynor. Matthew Yang, highest honors. Casey Akil Spinks. Johnny Moore, Jr. A Miracle Kanaya Fagan. Infinity Jade Polk. Patrick Thames Price. Gabriel Aiden Corey. Daquan Tyson Holloway, honors. Samaya Rangela Keys. Nathan Perry Lucky. Brennan Jeffrey Marsteller. Laisha Tamara Norwood. Taequana N. Jones. Marissa Antoinette Jones, highest honors. Caitlin Shelby Galley. Morgan Michelle Dayrosh. Herbert Dan Holland IV, honors. Hannah Ariel Houston, honors. Lewis Harper. Tierra Deanjane Morton. Katura Lachey Stanberry. Marta Melitza Reyes Carrasco. Devin Thibodeau Sampson. Nicholas Batts. John Herman Shannon. Chelsea LaShawn Evans. Bethany Pace. Justin Coliff. Joshua James Sanford. Jacoby Ahmad Smith. Troy Tippy. Alex Okan Medina. Brianna Nicole Jordan. Tamiria Raymone Bunch. Bobby Sims Jr. Thomas Allen Hames. Garrett Morgan Brown. Deepin Subibi, magna cum laude. Araba O. Blackman.
Well, I want to say to this graduating class, I think I have a pretty good sense of humor, but some of you all are hilarious when you come across the stage. I wish I could record some of what was said to me on the stage. It's pretty cool. I do want to congratulate all of you. You have made it. You have arrived at this long-awaited milestone, and the world will now expect great things of you now that you are a graduate of the University of Southern Mississippi. You are part of a group of individuals who will find their way all around the world and carry with them more than 111 years of university history and tradition. Tradition requires that before graduation, the tassel of an undergraduate candidate be worn on the right-hand side of the mortarboard. After graduation, as a symbol of your new status as degree holders, the tassel is worn on the left. So now, would you please move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying your status as baccalaureate degree holders from the University of Southern Mississippi. Congratulations. Before we close this morning's ceremony, I'd like to recognize a graduating student that I have had the pleasure of working with over the past year. I'd like to ask Miss Rachel Shoemaker if she will make her way to the center podium. Rachel, where are you? There she is. Just here on my right, please. Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel has served as an excellent representative of our student body as president of the Student Government Association this past year. But her term began just as the pandemic changed our world. I know serving as student body president during a pandemic is certainly not what anyone would have imagined their year of leadership to include. But Rachel faced this challenge head on, and she was actively involved in institutional activities throughout the year, even from a distance when distance was required. She has been an exemplary representative of the student body, advocating for ways to keep students engaged despite the circumstances. And as president of the University of Southern Mississippi, I am so grateful for her service. And so, Rachel, on behalf of the University of Southern Mississippi and our student body, we thank you for your commitment, and we thank you for your service as president of the Student Government Association. It has been my privilege to get to know you and work with you, and I'm so glad that you've chosen to continue your graduate degree here with us next year. And so, have a little bouquet of flowers. I know, right? I don't play. Have a little bouquet of flowers for you, because I just want to express how impactful and transformative you've been in a very difficult year. And so what doesn't happen very often is for the president to yield the podium to Rachel Shoemaker. Please.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bennett, and thank you all so much. This was very unexpected, but like all things at the University of Southern Mississippi, so special. We are at the greatest institution in the world, and it has been the greatest honor of my life to serve you all and to serve this institution. It was a year like no other, but what I saw through this year was our student body come together in ways like never before. I saw you all rise to the challenge. I saw you all be brave, be vigilant, get creative, and that made me so, so proud. And so thank you for letting me represent you. Thank you to the people on this podium. They work so hard for us as students, and I got to see that firsthand. And so if we could, let's give our administration a round of applause for how they got us through this past year. Thank you. They deserve that applause and so, so much more. But thank you so much. This was an honor for me, and I'm so excited to continue my term at the University of Southern Mississippi. As always, Southern Miss.
To the top. Thank you. I do want to ask Rachel's family, I think are seated to my immediate right, if you all would stand, please. We, not only to Rachel's family, but to every family who's here, as president of the university, I take very seriously my role as the executive officer of this institution, as does the provost and our faculty and staff. And our goal is to always hope that you are proud of what we've done with your sons and daughters. You bring them to us and you come back in 4 years, and we hope that you've seen growth and evolution and students really sort of becoming the people that you knew that they could become when you brought them home from the hospital, as it were. So thank you to the Shoemaker family, and I hope that you're proud of the daughter that we're giving back to you 4 years later. Thank you all. You may be seated. Again, we are just about a minute away from getting to go to lunch, so I know that's an important part of every good Southern commencement ceremony, so I'm not going to keep you, but probably another maybe 2 minutes. But I do want to, again, thank members of our faculty and staff for their dedication and service to this wonderful institution. I also want to extend a special thank you to all of our volunteers. We've had people working and planning for 8 commencement ceremonies, and that is a Herculean task for us to conduct 8 commencement ceremonies. And so I want to thank those individuals, the people who were working the parking lot, the people who are working the stage, the people who are helping to get students seated, our wonderful musicians who have played these songs 6 times already, our ceremonial readers who are committed to getting us in and out in a short amount of time. It really does take a team effort, and as president, I'm grateful for every contribution, large or small. Okay, so ensure that we can get to lunch and stay somewhat compliant with our COVID protocols. I'm going to ask everybody, once we have the recessional, if you'll meet your graduate outside, take the pictures that you need to take, and that'll make sure that we can prepare for our afternoon ceremony for the other half of the graduates from this College of Arts and Sciences. Okay, we're going to sing the alma mater. I will invite to the podium Mr. Justin Edward Bell, who will lead us in singing of our university alma mater. Mr. Bell?
We sing to thee our alma mater, USM, our praises be. Southern memories we shall cherish, loyalty we pledge to thee. Spacious skies and land of sunshine, verdant trees and sheltering walls, nor lift ever to thee as we praise thy hallowed halls.